Hi everybody! Welcome to Python Coders. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today I'll be showing you part 2 of how to code your very own song game. So where we left off last time is we had made the print statements to alert the user about what we're going to do, and we've made all our variables. So now what I've done is I've just taken the first part of the old MacDonald song, and I've just copied and pasted it. So right now, this will just ask you a bunch of questions, and this part won't run. So what we're going to do is we're going to take each of these. In this case, it's just the name, the gender, animal 1, and sound 1 that we're going to be using. And we're going to use the user's answers and input them into our song. So here's how you do that. We're going to make this whole thing into a print statement. So I'm going to break it up into 2 sections. I'm going to have this be print statement 1, and then this be print statement 2. So now we want to actually input the user's answers. So here's how you do that. We're going to do old Mick, and then you want a quote. So this is going to print as old Mick, and then we want to add their name in. So plus, and then you're going to write name, because that is the variable that we stored the answer to what is your name in. Then we're going to do another plus, a quote, and then space. So it's going to print old Mick, their name. And then we can delete this Donald because we don't want to print Donald. So we're going to do old Mick, their name, how to farm, E-I-E-I-O. Now here's a little trick you can do. We don't want this to print out as one big line. So you can do something called a /n. And that'll basically move that part one down. So it'll enter it one line. So it's going to do old Mick, their name, how to farm, enter, E-I-E-I-O. And now we want to enter again. And on that farm, now our next question, he. Is it a he or a she? So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do plus. Now we name this variable gender. So we're going to do plus gender plus quote, and we're going to delete this he. Now it's going to say old Mick, their name, how to farm, enter, E-I-E-I-O. Enter, and on that farm, he or she had some cows. But we don't know if their animal is cows. So we want to do had some. Here you want to add a space because these pluses make it so that there are no spaces in it. So it's going to do, and on that farm, he. So we don't want that. We want it to say farm space he. So, and on that farm, he had some, and then we want to add space, quote. Then we're going to do plus. We named that variable for their animal. We just named it animal 1. So that's what we're going to have, animal 1. Now we're going to need another plus. And then a /n E-I-E-I-O. And now we start on our second line. So now we have the animal sounds. So we're going to need a /n here because we want it to enter. And we don't know if their animal is a cow. So we want to change it from moo moo to their sound, their animal sound, twice. So with a quote, and then we want a plus. We named our variable sound1. Oops, here you need a space. Plus sound1 plus. So delete this moo. And then you'll notice we have a hyphen in between. So we actually need to repeat it twice. We need to go like this, and then do another plus sound1 plus. Now quote. That's going to go with a space, their sound, hyphen, their sound, here, and then we want a /n, and now we want that same idea, so we'll quote, plus sound 1 plus quote, hyphen, quote, plus sound 1 plus, and then another quote. Now I can delete this moo moo. So here, in the past, we wanted to add spaces. So when you don't want to add a space, there's only 2 times, I believe, in this song that you don't actually need to add that space. And one of them is when they say old Mick their name, because you don't want to say old Mick space their name. And when you say these sounds. So you don't want it to say with a moo space hyphen space moo. So you don't need any spaces there. So now it's going to do with a their sound here, and a their sound there, /n. Here, now we want their sound again. So here a plus sound 1 plus quote with a their sound here, and with a their sound here, and a their sound there. Here a their sound there, same idea, plus sound 1 plus. So like that. And then we want a /n everywhere a, and this is the last one for now. Everywhere a quote, and delete right here, plus sound 1 plus quote hyphen plus, quote plus sound 1. Okay, so now what this should do is it should ask you a bunch of questions, the only top 4 that we actually need. So it's going to ask us for our name, our gender, our animal, and our sound. So let's try this out. But before we do that, we want to save our file. So I am going to save my file as old. I'm just going to save as something I can remember. So I'm just going to do old MacDonald game. Remember.py, and that'll save it as a Python file. I'm going to save that in my Python work. And now I'm going to run it. So it says, welcome to the song game. Please answer the following questions to get your very own song. What is your name? So I'm going to put, let's put Bob for now. He or she, he. Let's do our first one as a pig. And then they want a plural, so pigs. Sound, blink. So then the rest of these we don't need to answer because we won't be using them right now. So I'm just pressing enter until it finishes. So old MacBob had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some pigs, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Here a oink, there a oink, everywhere an oink oink. Oh, so we have one that I forgot to put a space here. So one more thing, if you noticed in the questions, it looked a little bit funny. Because there weren't any spaces in between it. So what we're just going to do is with all these questions, just add 1 extra space. And that'll make it so that their answer is separated from the actual question. Now, another interesting thing you can do to help you know what part of your code you're looking at, you can do something called comment. So let's say, I wanted to know what each of these were. Then I could do a hashtag, and then I can write whatever. So for example, if I wanted to know what this program did, I can say this program allows the user to customize their own old MacDonald song. So this won't actually run in the code. It's just when you look at your code, you can visually know what you're talking about. So now we can have another one saying that here are some print statements. And then we can put another one here saying here are the input statements. That's just an example. You can put as many or as few or none of these comments as you'd like. So now let's run it again. Run module. It's going to ask us to save it, so you're going to press OK. Okay, welcome to the song game. Please answer the following questions to get your very own song. What is your name? This time, let's put a girl's name. Let's do Mary. So now you'll notice that when we start typing, there is a space in between the question and our answer. Are you a he or a she? She. Please answer the name of an animal. Let's do lion this time. Roar. The sound the animal makes, so let's do that. The rest of these we don't need to answer, so we're just going to press enter. Okay, old McMary had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm she had some, whoops, I forgot to put lions, E-I-E-I-O, with a roar, roar here and a roar, roar there, here, roar, there, roar, everywhere, a roar, roar. So now we have our basic game. So what we're going to do from here is just take, here I'm actually going to put a slash n, that way it separates all the questions from our actual song. So what you're going to do now is take the rest of the song, I just copied it off the web, and you're just going to paste it here and do the exact same thing whenever you see something, like in this case, it'll be the name, the gender, or animal, or their sounds. And then you're just going to replace all of those with these variables so that we can have the user's answers inside the rest of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, and comment below if you have any ideas for new videos. And in the next video, I'll show you what it looks like once we've put in all our code so you can see what the final program looks like. Happy programming!